In the heart of Nigeria, a quiet but fierce war is being fought, not with guns, but with hectares of land, tons of fresh fruit bunches, and billions of naira. It's the palm oil war, and the generals are three publicly listed companies: Ella Lakes, Okomu Oil, and Presco. They are battling for dominance in an industry vital to Nigeria's economy, with demand far outstripping supply. The opportunity is massive, but which of these three titans is best positioned for explosive growth? Today, we'll break down the financial data, strategic moves, and risk to review which one offers the best risk to reward for investors. Hello, my colleagues, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, you are absolutely welcome as well. In today's video, we are going to be diving deep into Nigeria's palm oil sector to compare these three companies head to head. I'll share my insights and research on each one so you can see which stock could potentially blow up. But before we jump in, do me a quick favor, smash the like button, guys, so this video can reach more people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this video with someone who needs to see a smarter and different way to thinking about investing. I've also left a link in the description and pinned comments to join my WhatsApp channel, where I share my research, what I'm watching, and investments I'm making in real time. And if you like to book a one-on-one section with me, there's also a link in the description and pinned comments to book that as well. Quick disclaimer: I'm being impersonated in the comment section. If anyone asks you to chat them up, that's not me, guys. The only way to reach me is through the links in the pinned comments and description, or probably on my Instagram. Please stay safe, guys. Alright, without much talk, let's jump right into today's video. Let's go. So, you know the war is on, but to truly understand who might win, we first have to understand the battlefield. Why is palm oil so important, not just in Nigeria, but around the world? I want you to think about your daily life, guys. The oil you use to fry your fish and plantain, that's actually palm oil. The biscuits that you eat, the noodles that you cook, the soap that you use to wash your hands, most likely they all contain palm oil. It's in everything, from your cosmetics to engine of a car running on biodiesel. Palm oil is without a doubt one of the most versatile and valuable crops on the planet. Now, here's a mind-blowing fact. Back in the 1960s, Nigeria was the undisputed champion of the world. We are the largest producers and exporters of palm oil, controlling over 40% of the global market. We are the Saudi Arabia of palm oil. But then we found crude oil. Our focus shifted and our plantations were neglected. While we were busy with the crude oil boom, if I'm specific, two other nations, Indonesia and Malaysia, saw the opportunity. They invested heavily in research, modern farming techniques, and massive plantations. Today, they produce over 80% of the world's palm oil, while Nigeria's share has plummeted to just a measly 1.5%. This isn't just a sad history lesson, guys. It's the foundation of a massive opportunity. We have a population of over 200 million people, and we are the largest consumer of palm oil in Africa. Yet, we can't even produce enough for ourselves. Nigeria currently has a massive supply deficit, importing hundreds of thousands of tons of palm oil every year just to meet local demand. And this is where our generals comes in. Presco, Okomu Oil, and Ella Lakes aren't just farming companies. They are at the heart of a national economic mission. They are the ones fighting to reclaim Nigeria's lost glory, to close that demand gap, and to build a new powerful non-oil based pillar for our economy. So now that you understand the stakes, let's go on to meet the first general in this war. The first is Okomu Oil. Okomu is like the seasoned veteran on this battlefield. Established in the late 1970s, it started as a government project before becoming a publicly listed company. Over the decades, it has grown into one of the largest palm oil producers in Nigeria. Today, Okomu Oil owns tens of thousands of hectares of plantations in Edo State, with palm oil and rubber as its two key products. What makes Okomu Oil strong is its consistency. This company has been reliably profitable for years. It generates strong revenues, pays dividends, and has built a reputation for stability. Investors often look at Okomu as a safe pair of hands in the agricultural sector. But with that stability comes a trade-off: growth. Because it's already so established, its expansion pace is slower. For investors, that means Okomu offers more of a steady dividend-paying play rather than explosive growth. I want you to think of Okomu as the general that wins wars through discipline and consistency, not some flashy maneuvers. Now, the second general is Presco PLC. Presco is the big gun in the battlefield. If Okomo is the steady veteran, Presco is the powerful war lord, or you can say war machine. It controls one of the largest palm oil plantations in the country, also located in Edo State, and is fully vertically integrated. That means it doesn't just grow palm trees. It processes fruits, refines the oil, and sells the finished product. This gives Presco more control over its supply chain and allows it to enjoy fat profit margins. Presco's strength lies in its scale and efficiency. It can produce at lower cost compared to smaller players and therefore can squeeze out better profits. But here's the catch: Presco often trades at a premium price in the stock market. Investors already know that this is a good company, so its shares doesn't come cheap, and because its future growth is tied to massive expansion projects which require heavy investment, there's always the risk of delays, cost overruns, or debt piling up for the company. Presco is the general with the biggest army, but also one that burns through the most resources to stay ahead. Finally, we have the third general, Ella Leaks. Ella Leaks is the newcomer, the wild card in this war. Originally, this company was in the oil and gas sector, but after struggling, it then pivoted aggressively into agriculture, acquiring huge tracts of land across different states. Its big bet is to become a major agro-industrial player, focusing on palm oil, cassava, and other cash crops. What makes Ella Leaks exciting is its growth story. With government partnerships, large-scale land acquisition, and ambitious expansion plans, it has positioned itself as a potential game changer. But here's the truth: it's still very risky. Ella Leaks has struggled with debt, has faced operational challenges, and hasn't yet achieved profitability on the same scale as Okomo or Presco. For investors, this is the general that could either pull off a surprise victory or collapse under its own ambitions. It's the high risk, high reward bet in this battle. So there you have it, three generals with very different battle strategies. Okomo, the steady veteran; Presco, the efficient powerhouse; Ella Leaks, the ambitious underdog. But which one of them actually has the edge right now? To find out, we need to see them face off directly, comparing profitability, valuation, growth potential, and of course the risk. So now let's bring out our three generals into the battlefield side by side. No more introductions. This is where we see who is really stronger, smarter, and better positioned to win. So round one, profitability. This is where we ask the question: for every naira invested, who is making the most money? Here, Okomo and Presco clearly dominate. Both have built strong operations and have proven track records of profitability. Presco, thanks to its vertical integration, often squeezes out slightly better margins because it controls everything from plantation to final product. Okomo is right behind, known for steady profits and reliable dividends. Ella Leaks, on the other hand, is still finding its feet. It's more of a work in progress, with losses in the past and a business model that's still maturing. For now, profitability is its biggest weakness. So in this round, Presco and Okomo score the points, while Ella Leaks sits on the bench waiting for its big break. Round two of the battle would be valuation. Here we are going to be talking about price, because as an investor, it's not just about how good a company is, but how much you are paying for it. Presco is like that flashy player everyone knows is good, but because of that reputation, the stock often trades at a premium. It's a bit expensive, which means new investors have to pay more for each naira of profit. Okomo, on the other hand, tends to be more reasonably priced. It's not the cheapest stock out there, but you are paying a fair price for its stability and proven track record. Ella Leaks, well, this one is tricky because it's still unprofitable and heavily dependent on future projections. Its valuation is harder to pin down. It's more speculative. You are betting on what it could become, not what it's already producing. So in this round, Okomo quietly shines as the value for money option, while Presco looks premium and Ella Leaks feels like a gamble. Round three would be growth potential. This is the round for dreamers. I'm asking the question: who has the most room to grow? You see, Presco has massive expansion projects in the pipeline with thousands of hectares yet to be developed. If it executes well, it could continue dominating both Nigeria and even expand exports into Africa and beyond, which I'm hearing that they are already doing. Okomo, on the other hand, while solid, doesn't have as much land expansions compared to Presco. Its growth is steady but not explosive. Ella Leaks is where things get really interesting. With government support, new land acquisitions across multiple states, and a strategy beyond just palm oil, it has the most ambitious growth story. If even half of its plan succeeds, guys, the upside could be very huge. But again, it's still a big if. So in this round, Presco and Ella Leaks stand out for me. Presco with skill, Ella Leaks with potential. Okomu stays reliable but less exciting. Now the final round, which is the risk, because every battle has dangers. Starting with Presco's risk, it comes from its size, its heavy reliance on debt to fund big projects, vulnerability delays, and cost overruns. If global palm oil prices dip or financing dries up, it could struggle. Okomu's risk is almost the opposite. It's so mature that its growth may be limited. Investors who want big returns might find it too safe. Ella Leaks, on the other hand, carries the heaviest risk. High debt levels, a lack of consistent profitability, and execution risk. If it fails to deliver on its big promises, investors could lose heavily. But if it succeeds, the rewards could be enormous. So you still be asking, so who is winning this battle, Micah? Well, on profitability, Presco edges out slightly with Okomu as a close second. On valuation, Okomu looks like the fairest deal you will likely get. On growth potential, Ella Leaks has the biggest dreams, while Presco has the most realistic plan. On risk, Okomu is the safest, Presco is balanced, and Ella Leaks is the riskiest. By the way, it's not a one-size-fits-all answer. Each general has its strengths and weaknesses. The real question is, what kind of investor are you? Do you want stability, power, or potential glory? So now we have seen our three generals fight side by side. We have counted the wins, the losses, and the risk. But let's get practical. As an investor, the question you are probably asking yourself is, which one should I actually buy? Well, the answer depends on the type of investor you are. One, if you are the cautious type, the one who values stability, consistent profits, and sleeping well at night, then Okomu Oil is your stock. It's the veteran general, solid balance sheet, steady dividends, and less drama. Sure, you might not get explosive returns, but it's a stock that gives you peace of mind. Think of it like buying a house in a safe neighborhood, not the flashiest, but you hardly lose any sleep. If you are balanced, you want both stability and growth, you are willing to take a little more risk if it means bigger reward. In that case, Presco might be your best pick. Its scale efficiency and vertical integration gives it a strong edge. Expansion projects mean it could grow even more, and margins are already very solid. The only downside is you'll be paying a premium price, but for many investors, that premium is worth it. Presco is like buying CR7 on your football team. Very expensive, but capable of winning you games in general. Now, if you are the bold kind of investor, the risk taker, the kind of investor who believes in big dreams and is ready to gamble for potentially massive upside, then Ella Leaks is your play. Huge land bank ambitions, government-backed projects, and a diversification strategy that could make it a future powerhouse. But here's the warning, it's not there yet. It's still unprofitable, heavily indebted, and execution will make or break the company. I want you to think of Ella Leaks as that underdog fighter. It could shock everyone with a knockout, or it could crash out early. At the end of the day, there is no single winner here, only the one that matches you. Because investing isn't just about the companies, it's about aligning with your own risk appetite, your goals, and your patience. But one thing is clear, the palm oil war is far from over, and the battlefield is full of opportunities. The question is, which general will you march behind? If you found value in my breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video as well, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next deep dive. And don't forget to join my WhatsApp channel. You'll find the link in the description and in the comment section. And for your one-on-one, you can always reach out to me. And don't forget to stay safe and don't send anybody any message. I'm being impersonated, so be safe, guys, and invest wisely. And until next time, my colleagues, they will